Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Young Team, a Motherwell Football Club save on FM 19. You join us as we're getting ready for a very busy month of December. Our Livingston game was moved to Friday, the 30th of November, adding into November. So it's made sure we've got 7 fixtures in this month, and with 2 fixtures against Celtic, it's set to be pretty much a season-defining month, I would say. 21 points to play for. It could see us potentially a chance of the top 6. It could see us down the bottom end of the table. Could possibly see us. You never know. 7 games could see us 9 for 10. It's unlikely, but you never know. So it gives a good indication, and hopefully we can have as much of the squad available for most of the matches, because injuries have been quite bad for us this year. But it's given us a good opportunity to give younger players their debuts, the likes of Liam Brown and Kyle McDonald, just 2 guys came up and had opportunities. So before we start this big run of fixtures in December, and of course our Let's Play of the Celtic game, we'll just recap on what's kind of happened. There's been a lot of contract renewals, which has basically saw the wage budget go a wee bit over what it should be, and because of signing on fees, the overall balance of the club has dropped to just over $500,000. So it is looking ever likely that we may need to sell someone, either within the January window or at the end of the season, of course pending how we finish. But there has been a lot of interest. Bournemouth and Wolves have been looking at Alan Campbell, and there was a point in time, maybe even still now, where it was Rangers and Celtic who were interested in David Turnbull. I hope they want to pay a couple of million, because I'll try and reject as many offers as I can. But in terms of new contracts, we've got Karen McHugh signed up. We have also signed up Liam Grimshaw. As this records, he actually signed a contract in real life to get an extra year, so that's good to see Grimmy doing well. Also the likes of, who's the latest one that's signed up as well with Grimshaw, with one other had signed up. We made sure basically Craig Tanner, despite the fact he'll miss the full first season, is signed up to a new long-term deal, so we can get the benefits of him when he's fit. So only people really out of contract that are worrying are maybe Curtis May and Elliot Freer, but that's really depending what wingers become available, and yeah, depending what strikers become available. If we go with Curtis May again next year, or look for something else. Rodriguez, there's been offers from Romania. I do want to try and keep him. It's just he's getting a run of games just now to try and get him happy. But pretty much as soon as David Turnbull's fully fit, he'll be back out. But hopefully we can retain him for another year. Tom Aldred, Gaboli, Aribe. We'll see what happens with them. I'd be very surprised if we can keep them on. And of course, McCormack and Salmon will go back to their parent clubs. So if we look at the schedule, you last joined us for that victory over St Johnstone. We travelled to St Mirren shortly afterwards, an 0-0 draw, a pretty drab game at the Simply Digital Arena. We then took on Dundee at home, a nice 2-0 win. Aribe and Main, 2 guys who say might not be here next season, combining for the both goals actually. So yeah, 2-0 win there, which was good. Disappointing against Rangers. Glenn Kamara gave them the opening goal. We actually were in it for a large part of the game. Decided to go for it with about 15 minutes to go. Unfortunately, Cads gets sent off, and then Ryan Jack scores, and then Morelos gets a penalty after a late fill by Charles Dunn. Just one of those things, you have to go for it when you've got a small chance of a point, possibly at Ibrox. And unfortunately, it was their undoing, and it finished 3-0. Aberdeen, very, very unlucky. We pressed and we pressed, we just couldn't break them down. Then a fantastic left-footed drive from James Wilson found the back of the net and gave Aberdeen, disappointingly, all 3 points. But we did get back to winning ways in our last game against Livingston. Probably a bit fortunate with the sending off of Sean Burns, but an own goal from Ricky Alami, a good goal from David Turnbull coming on to get some minutes to his legs, and a late penalty as well, and it gave us an opportunity to give the likes of Danny Johnson a run out, because truthfully he's not played as much as we would have liked. But you can see there it's a hellish month. Celtic, Hearts, St Johnstone, Celtic, St Mirren, Kilmarnock and Hamilton, for a 3-week break before the Scottish Cup 4th round against Hibs, which will be good that it's a Premier League side. I know I'd rather play lower league, but it's going to be another team that will be, 3 weeks without a match, so they might lack a bit of sharpness, and hopefully we can take full advantage of that. So a big, busy month. As I say, they aim to do the Let's Play for the Celtic game today, and then we'll rejoin back for that Scottish Cup match in the 4th round. So I know I said I was going to have different tactics for different games, but because we've predominantly done well with this system, we are going to stick with the counter-attack fluid, the 4-1-4-1. Instead of going positive though, we are going to go counter. cautious. So this has been pretty much lined up recently. We've went back to basically Hartley and Aldred at the back, done it left back, taking a more familiar right back position. McHugh sitting, Campbell's the other ball winner. Box to box has been Rodriguez due to the issues with Chris Cadden's fitness. We have been playing Cads, but it will be again Alex Rodriguez Gordon until we get Cads fully fit. Aribe in the right, 3 in the left, and Curtis Main up top. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can get some sort of positive result here. A point would be nice, but truthfully we could be looking at a bit of hammer here. We'll see what happens. We've got some good options on the bench as well. Hopefully they can help us, but you can see Celtic somehow size even money despite a 6-point gap at the top of the table with a game in hand. A defeat here could see us lose a position to both St Mirren and Hearts, so it's quite a close league. And yeah, as I say, we can pretty much make or break our season this month, so hopefully we can get as many folk fully fit and sharp and kicking on for the rest of the month, and then, as I say, after that winter break, just hopefully doing what Motherwell's done in real life and just really get with it. So Celtic's going to line up a 5-3-2. We'll see a lot of bombing forward from the likes of Izagiri and Toljan. But an interesting system, means no James Forrest, no Tom Rogic or Scott Sinclair on the starting lineup, but they are all on the bench. No Hodgson Edouard either. I haven't actually checked in this update what the situation is with Lee Griffiths. Let's actually just check that. If I click McGregor. And Lee Griffiths is down as... No, he's been playing, he's just injured. So I wasn't sure how they'd handle his current situation. So we'll see what happens anyway. So it's 4-1-4-1. It's 5-3-2. It'll be interesting how Wea and Bio link up. We'll just tell the boys as always, calm, underdogs, so there's no pressure. Just get out there, do yourselves proud, you know, spring a short result, then fantastic. If not, it happens. You know what I mean? I don't expect anything for these matches, but you always go with a bit of belief and positivity and hope that something can happen. Now, we're going to get a highlight here. We've already got a goal. Peter Harden has scored for Hearts away to St Johnson. We're playing some nice wee build-up play, a bit slow. It's good. Aribe, back to Campbell. Gordon. I hope this just hasn't messed my settings. No, it hasn't. I was that fear that it was going to say full match there, but nah. Just a bit of retention there. A good goal for Hibs there. Mark Milligan with a goal. So a lot of early goals so far. It's just hoping that we can join them. Kept Celtic quiet so far. Nothing more to the ball, which is quite a surprise. But it'll be interesting to see how they do with our wingers having fullbacks. But anyway, here's Toljan to Sham. McGregor's got a bit of space. That's all he really needs. A bit of space. Drives it into the bottom corner. A lot of people have been saying in this update that there's been a lot of long-range goals. But I don't think you can do anything to stop that. Trevor Carson given no chance by the fantastic strike there. Let's just hope we can make it difficult for them. Plenty of time to get back in it. Elliot Freer, look at that. 5 defenders round about. Curtis Main there. Toljan away by Hartley, but again we need to win those second balls we can't give. The likes of Scott Brown, that kind of freedom in the middle of the park. You could actually argue another a bit too deep. He's a giddy with a chance. That's a good save there from Trevor Carson, but very, very deep. Which is worrying, so we might have to try and push up a little bit. Which does, of course, leave that space in behind. And imagine the pace of Timothy Weah against Aldred and Hartley is certainly going to be worrying. But we'll just say a positive mentality. 2 centre backs are frustrated at the moment, but we'll just encourage the team on. You know, absolutely nothing to fear. Just go for it and see what happens. You can keep it as tight as possible, and then when an opportunity arises, you take it. But in terms of like average ratings, Ibdy seems to be fairly respectable for us. And really, you've only had McGregor as a standout for Celtic, so quite in the balance this match. I feel the amount of ball we're having, if we can just make something happen, get a chance. So second half, I think we'll go aggressive. And we'll tell the boys a much better show in the second half. I want to keep it the same. No point in making that sub too early. When you can make it maybe about 60 minutes and then possibly the fatigue that some of the Celtic players have got. You know, it could be playing on tired legs, but that's a bit of a bummer. So, the injury to Curtis Main means I'm going to have to go with Ross McCormack here. And we'll just need to pretty much use him as a I'm going to try something bizarre here. Take off Freya. Because McCormack will drop deep as a trequartista, I want to try Hastie as a ramblighter. And just change Aribe to an attacking winger. Pushing up, basically pushing Celtic back if I can. But if McCormack drops back a little bit into that kind of 10 for there, Hastie could then make, hopefully, runs that could cause some problems to the Celtic front defensive line. Possibly could be a load of shite, but you never know, you've got to try these things. And nothing quite like trying a trequartista and a ramblighter. And they give me a Celtic chance for Hartley. Oh, and the second one just doesn't fall on his strong foot there. On his weaker right. Unfortunately, can't put it in. Aldrid's unlucky there. Scott Brown manages to head it away. I think what I'll do is we'll probably give it McCormack free kick, good save, to 75 minutes, and I'll probably look to put Danny Johnson on, give us two up top, see if we can cause some problems. We're doing well for set pieces here. McCormack's still having some dangerous balls in the box. Unfortunately, it's just not falling. Another change I could possibly go for is giving Turnbull the time, seeing if he can maybe make something happen. So, really don't know. McCormack free kick over the bar. Who do we go? Do we go with the playmaker or do we go with another striker? I think just because of how classy he is, I think I need to go with the playmaker. So Turnbull will come on, support an advanced playmaker, and hopefully he can get the ball, a killer ball that can maybe free up a Jake Hastie or free up a Ross McCormack and see what we can do. The results mean we're still sitting in 6th place. Going to go attacking. Going to go very attacking. Going to pause it. And we're going to risk it all. I'm going to put big Tom Aldred up front as a target man. And my favourite things to do is always shove a centre half up as a target man. Just to see what can happen. Well, Hartley can play there. And effectively put the Q in. There we go. So it's a 4-4-2. It's nothing too adventurous, I would say. If I just pause it one more time, we're just going to look to tell the guys to push forward. If we just go more direct. So I don't think we're going to enjoy it, but you never know if we get that one last chance to hopefully ruffle some feathers here. And I think they're just going to see it out, which is frustrating. It's got to get pumped in the box, and unfortunately, it's not horrible. It's only a 1-0 defeat, which is good. It's been kept close, but I just feel maybe that one change could maybe have done us a turn. But unlucky there. Certainly can take positive from it, and just hopefully, as I say, it's one of those days we can get on the better foot, and going forward we can look to improve. As I say, it's a difficult game coming up away to Hearts, and the fixtures don't really get much kinder. Away to St Johnstone, away to Celtic. The 3 away games in the spin. Those 2 games there that Motherwell lost in real life, St Mirren and Kelly. Well, we drew against Kelly, sorry, but if we could win both of them, certainly give us an optimistic season ender, or mid-season ender. And Hamilton as well, I'd like to try and win that. If we could get 9 points for that, I'd certainly think we'd be in a good position going into the winter break. So I'll be nosy here. Curtis Main's out for 1 to 2 days, so hopefully he'll be back for that game against Hearts McCormack. To be fair, although it is 11 matches, I think he's started 3 and they've all been in the cup, and he scored in one of them. So it's just because he doesn't fit in the system. Something in real life, I don't see where he fits in Motherwell's system, but you never know. Stevie Robinson could end up shoehorning him in. But that is going to be it for this episode, so we will still be in 6th place as you leave us. Celtic would delay by 7 points with 2 games in hand, so I think we can safely say the title's going there. But close where we are, maybe about 8 points behind, but below us, St Mirren and Hearts, so that final top 6 spot has a little fight going for it. So as always, thanks for watching, much appreciated. If you enjoyed it, leave a wee thumbs up. Any comments, deeply appreciated. Hopefully you'll join us for the next episode when we come back from the winter break. Take it easy, see you soon, bye bye.